Hello, this is Pastor Pharaoh, and I'm sitting out here in the church's beautiful memorial garden and just taking in the sun's rays and basking in the sun and thanking God for this beautiful day. This is Good Friday, the day in which we listen to Jesus's 7 last words, and we follow Jesus to the cross, and we're there with him, just as he was there with us and remains with us to this day. The cross is a central figure in Christianity. The symbol, we often see it in pendants, we see it in icons, we see it all around Christianity, and it becomes an everyday part of our life as a symbol in the things that we wear. This is a cross that was given to me by my friend Arnie before he passed away. It was a cross that he told me that I was to keep in my pocket at all times, and that would remind me that God is with us in all times. I also have a cross here that was given to me by my friend Sharon just recently, and it came from the palms that she received at her church on Palm Sunday, and she braided it into the shape of a cross, and that is very special to me as well. The cross is a very special symbol. And like I said, Jesus is with us at all times, and these symbols help us to remember that in tough times, in really joyous times, in those milestones in our life, God is with us. And often those crosses help mark those milestone events. We often see crosses in memorial gardens and in cemeteries as a reminder that Christ is central and that God is alive. It's a reminder of the Easter story. It's a reminder that God is also alive in our lives. God is very much alive today here at Fountain and Pleasure Road. We have people working on wires out here, trucks, service trucks. We have someone who was just mowing the lawn a little while ago. Often, and it just may happen during this video, often there are children playing on the playground right next door here on our property. And soon we're going to have a little free library out here thanks to the Girl Scouts. But within this little sanctuary here in this memorial garden is a nice, quiet, solemn place where loved ones can gather and remember those milestones in life with their loved ones. But life goes on around us, and Easter life is all around us and can be heard in the everyday life. Jesus follows us, as I said. Jesus is with us on the way to the cross, and Jesus has been on the Lenten journey with us all these 40 days. God is faithful. God will follow us on those 40 days. God will follow us during this Holy Week, on Monday, Thursday, on Good Friday today, and on Saturday, and then Resurrection Day on Sunday, and thereafter. God will always be with us. God is faithful. I'm reminded of a story of when I was in clinical pastoral education, that's CPE. It's a 10-week boot camp that all MDiv majors at seminary have to take, and it is a good training on how to be a pastor. It's chaplaincy, basically. And so 10 weeks out of the summer, I was at York Hospital back in 2013, actually, the summer of 2013. And we would pull 24-hour shifts. We had to do 3 or 4 of those, I remember, during the 10 weeks. And I remember a time when I was called by the hospital staff into a room, and I was meeting this family. It was a brother and a sister and a brother-in-law. So there was these 3 family members who were getting ready to say goodbye to their elderly mother. She had been through quite a journey, and she was at the end of her journey, and they were preparing to go talk with her and sit with her as they pulled the life-sustaining machinery, the life-sustaining life support from her. So I sat with these folks, and the brother, the woman's son, seemed to be having a really difficult time, even more than the sister was. And so I went to pray with them, and I was focusing on him, and I was asking him questions about this journey. And you never exactly know when you're in chaplaincy like that. You've met somebody for the first time 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. And you never quite know what their faith journey is. And he was wearing a cross around his neck. It was a special cross. It seemed like a very special thing to him. And I said to him, I said, you seem to be a person of faith. You have a cross there. Where has God been with you on your journey in life before? And I was going to talk to him about the tough places that God has been. And he says, it's a funny thing that you should ask me about that cross. He said, when I was, after 9/11 especially, he said, I would commute in Philadelphia by train, and I would get on the train every Monday morning. I would get on the train, and each time that I took that train, I would put my luggage down, and he would say, and I would say a brief prayer, especially after 9/11, and I would cross myself. I'd make the sign of the cross. And he said one day he did that, and he went to pick up his luggage again, and there was that crucifix. This brand new crucifix was laying over his luggage handle. Someone had been observing him pray. And he said it was almost like it just dropped out of the sky. It was very miraculous. There was a mystery to it, the way it all worked. And that gave me the opportunity to have a conversation with him about how it is that Christ is with us at all times. And I said to him, as you get ready to take this journey, take this step out into this journey, if you will, onto this, what's going to happen with you and your family, with your mother, I said, I hope you know that as God has been with you on those transit times, as you enter the train each time, and as God was with you on that platform that day, I hope you know that God is with you today in this journey. And may we always take that with us. It's something I will never forget. And may you always take that with you, that idea that no matter where you go in life, that God is with you. God loves you. God has poured out his life for you. God loves you to the utmost, as we heard on Monday, Thursday. God loves you today. God loves you whether it's sun shining out in this beautiful memorial garden. God loves you in the pouring down rain. God loves you to the end. God is faithful, and God will see you to life everlasting.